Everyone got 4. 45. Alert 3. Hey, 59. Check 43. Alert.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Reset. 19. He's telling right here. Tell him to run. Tell him to run. Hey, 59.
Throwing on second and long. Watson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You ain't going nowhere. No. That's 59. Sponge. No. That's 55.
From the gun, here's Watson. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
24 down, he's coming. 24. Motion.
Now a first down throw. Watson forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Reset. 19. Alert.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Watson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And the Atlanta Falcons are in for the touchdown. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. There's Wilson to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become the...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. N'Keal Harry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Alert, alert. Check 31. Watch the safety creep. Kill.
From the 27, Watson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Atlanta.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. 20! And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
56. Check. 56, the mark, boy. 56. Check with the 24.
Back to throw, Watson, eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
I got it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Henry. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Let's go, D.
Alert, 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 alert.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. Mark 56.
Out of the gun, Watson. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
19. Check 54. Come on, come on. 56 to move. 56 to move. Touchdown, defense. Check it away. 24 down, he's coming.
On first down, Watson. Open man right side is Shark. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Mike set. 19. Check the backer, check the backer. 24. Check 25. 54. Check 3.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Third and long, it's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Well, 24, check 24.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Go. Rush in.
Wilson going to throw again. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw is Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Watson on first down. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Everyone got 4 down. Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. 24.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, it's Watson. Sharks got it, left side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Watson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Squeeze, double.
From the gun, Watson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's second down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
What's tight? Tight ends right. We got 4.
Throwing again is Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. DJ Chark, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Watson now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Put it down. Check safety. Line up.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a first down.
Alert! Check. 1985! Hot, hot!
McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the run, watch the run. Play it, play it, play it, play it, play it, play it. Check 26, check 26. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Hey, 59.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's go. 59. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the pass. Hey, alert, alert. Mike's 50. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
To throw is Watson, and it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Henry running right. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Chad Kelly, 2 touchdown passes to lead the way. Here's Watson on 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown, Falcons! DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Wilson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught. Smith. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Wilson. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Kill. Guys, listen. Hey, alert. Green, inside.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Redskin 1st down, the pickup 15 yards. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Look, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guy's going downfield again.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bilal Nichols in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Spins past him. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Falcons, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.